As you can see, Elvis is in the building today, and he's bringing his show to Kingsport this weekend to benefit a Nicaragua mission. Elvis impersonator Matt Elvis Dollar, along with Rhonda Worley in studio to talk about this trip. And of course, we're going to start with the King. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about the performance.
Well, I have been portraying Elvis for 32 years with a live band, but also had met Elvis at age 5. So I've been dressing up like Elvis before Elvis even passed away and before there was ever Elvis impersonators. So I'm kind of one of like the pioneers of this whole thing.
One of the originals. And this even more special, this performance coming up in Kingsport at the Lamplight Theater. Rhonda, talk about what makes this a real unique performance.
Our performance at the Lamplight Theater is all to fund our mission trip to Nicaragua. We want to spread the word of Christ to as many people as we can reach, and we're going to start with Nicaragua.
And what will people see at the performance? Describe the night with Elvis.
An Evening with Elvis is a show that it basically recreates the Las Vegas aspect of an Elvis Presley concert. It's full with a 5-piece band, the Cadillacs, which is my full-time band, and recently added trumpet horn section, so we'll have 2 trumpet players as well. A light show, full light show, spotlight, and we usually run a projection screen at the shows. So it's not just like a karaoke or a soundtrack type show, it's a full concert, just like you would have saw in the day. So.
Really takes you back. A lot of folks, a lot of Elvis fans, and describe the sense of satisfaction when you have this big time performance and everybody that will get to enjoy it knows that it's going to benefit a great cause.
Absolutely. From ages 1 to 101 can come to our show and have a blast. We do a family show always, so no doubt you'll leave there satisfied.
And that is the event coming up to benefit the Nicaraguan mission trip on Saturday. One thing that your performances are doing now, they're starting to benefit some of our young people. Describe what you're doing right now to take this show on the road and help our up-and-coming musicians.
Yeah, we got wind a few months ago from a high school. They were needing new equipment, band uniforms, what have you. So we thought, you know what? A lot of the high schools, their band gets overlooked more than a football team would, or the cheerleaders, or something like that. So we are partnering with the local high school bands and doing a 50-50. When we have a show, their band will be our orchestra for that show, which they do an amazing job. And they get to perform with Elvis, and then they get half of the proceeds to benefit what they need. Another
opportunity. But first things first, this weekend you want to see one of the pioneers, one of the originals, Matt Elvis Dollar, performing at the Lamplight Theater. Proceeds go to benefit their mission trip to Nicaragua. You see all of the information. For more information on the screen, make a date, get out to Lamplight Theater and watch one of the true originals, Matt Elvis Dollar. Guys, thanks for joining us. Have a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honor Flight of Northeast Tennessee recently returned from another successful trip to Washington, D.C. And this morning, E. Lowry and Matt Elvis Dollar are here to recap that trip and tell us about some other big events that are coming up for Honor Flight's next trip.
Absolutely.
You get that one done and you got to hop right back on that fundraising bandwagon.
You bet we do.
But tell us about this first trip. Y'all just got back just a few days ago.
Well, a couple weekends ago, and I tell you what, we've got another one down in the history books, and another successful trip with our veterans. We had 10 World War II and 9 Korean.
So great trip.
Absolutely beyond words.
And tell us about this upcoming trip, because it's going to be very special as well.
I'm making an announcement today first on your show.
Right here, right here.
Mm-hmm. That we are doing a full all Vietnam veteran trip.
All Vietnam vets from that era.
No guardians.
Right.
So we are working so hard, Chris, in getting the money we need for this trip. And again, a thank you to the community
Yes.
that comes out and supports this for us.
And they do. You all do a great job. The community comes together and makes this all
Yes,
happen.
absolutely, or we won't be able to do them.
All right.
So,
And we're going to start off. You got this big event coming up. It's going to be out at the fairgrounds. Tell us about that.
Appalachian Fairgrounds in Gray, Tennessee, we're doing a all-day concert. We've got a lot of bands on the outside stage, inside stage, that is going to perform from 12 o'clock to midnight.
And that's why this gentleman is here.
You bet.
And
You
Matt, you're
bet.
taking part in this. Tell us about your involvement in this big concert coming, this all-day concert coming up.
Well, me and my wife Rhonda both have veterans in our family.
Right.
And Rhonda's uncle had actually guarded John F. Kennedy when he went to Germany, and rolled the red carpet and everything out for him. And Elvis was so patriotic
Right.
and part of everything America that when he did his Aloha from Hawaii concert in 1973, he designed this suit because it said America. So we definitely want to be a part of it, to be there. And I'll be performing between 4 and 5 with my band.
Right. And talk to us about when you perform. I mean, it's going to be a full hour of great Elvis music.
Oh yeah, I've been doing this since 1976, so I'm kind of one of the local pioneers of this around here in the area, if you want to call it that. But what we're going to do, another thing we're going to do before we go to Washington, is I make these suits,
Okay.
and these suits run about $2,000, and we're going to raffle this suit off that I'm wearing.
Oh, so if you're a big Elvis fan,
Sure.
this is a great opportunity to own something, that looks a lot like it. I mean, when you look at the old posters of Elvis, look at old film footage, he's wearing a lot of stuff just like this.
Oh yeah, and we're also going to give this belt away too.
Ah, look at this handmade belt here. All right.
It's the Aloha belt.
If you want to look like the king, this will be going a long way to
Yes.
making that happen.
Yes.
You can come catch the entertaining music of Matt Elvis Dollar and give back at the same time. Matt Dollar and his wife Rhonda are both here to give us all the details of their upcoming benefit concert. Thank you both so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Rhonda, tell me a little bit about this benefit concert and who it's benefiting and why you guys decided to take part in this.
Okay, the benefit concert is for James Helms. He is the photographer for VIP Scene magazine, a wonderful person. And he is in the end stage of renal disease. He's been on dialysis since 2016. So we've all been in situations, maybe not like this, where we've needed help. And I think we're able to help people doing the shows that we do, so why not?
Yeah, help give back, right?
Absolutely.
And so James is in need of a kidney transplant, and that's what this specific concert is helping with, to raise funds for that, because it is an expensive procedure.
Yes,
About
it is.
$20,000.
Wow. And so tell me a little bit, Matt, about why you decided to involve yourself and your talent in this.
Well, I had a cousin, Jason Sexton, who had died of kidney failure several years ago, and he was really young. And James is such a good guy, and he's always doing things for other people. And just, here we are doing these shows that we do all the time. They're always profitable, and they always, help people. So anytime that we see someone in need, we know that we have a show or a way that we can help them. So we're all for that.
Right. And so tell me a little bit about the event itself. It's happening April 21st, right around the corner. So people mark it on your calendars. Tell me a little bit about it.
So it's an amazing, fun-filled event. The energy is just out there. It goes through your body. Ages 1 to 101 can come and enjoy the show. And they're going to see an amazing performance
Right.
by Matt Elvis Dollar.
All right, and look at that. We're seeing some pictures from the show, and there you guys are. Tell me a little bit about, just real quick, Matt, what it's like to be on stage under those lights playing for those fans.
Well, I just get a taste of what Elvis had, as we've talked before, I've been doing this since 40 years or longer, and ever since Elvis came here to the Tri-Cities, I've been involved in doing these type of shows, and it's just a real privilege to see everybody, the happiness and the smiles and everything, and that's why I do these shows.
And now you're giving back too to help
Oh, yeah,
James.
always.
Well, we appreciate you both coming on and sharing with us about this wonderful benefit The hit songs, the smooth voice, and those famous dance moves. The king of rock and roll is coming to Johnson City. Matt Elvis Dollar, Rhonda Wardley, and Danny Tittle are joining us on Daytime to talk about some upcoming concerts. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Appreciate it. Yes. So first of all, you guys have a busy couple of months. Tell us a little bit about your upcoming schedule.
Well, we're getting ready to do a big show at the DoubleTree Hilton here in Johnson City, and it's located at
211 Mockingbird Lane, right behind the mall.
and it's going to be our full show with a full band. It's not your normal run-of-the-mill like karaoke Elvis thing, or it's pretty much the same show that you would see at the Las Vegas Hilton. That's why we're doing it there at the DoubleTree Hilton.
That's wonderful. And there's a live band, and Danny, you are actually a part of the band. And that's something that you want to stress, that there is a live band there right behind Elvis.
You have all the energy, all the charisma of a classic Elvis show. I mean, it's for all ages. Matt does an amazing performance. He has heart in that show.
Yeah.
And as a band member, I love playing the Elvis music, and it's an amazing show, really is.
Right. And we have some great pictures right up on your screen right now. And tell me a little bit about what it's like. You mentioned the energy. The band just really brings in energy. Tell me a little bit about the atmosphere of the show and kind of the crowd and everything like that.
The show is amazing. Ages 1 to 101 can come and enjoy the show. You know, there's no age limit to the amount of fun that you can have at an Elvis show. The energy, you feel it inside of you. It's amazing, you know, with the live band, like we say, you just can't beat it.
You just can't beat it. And so tell me a little bit about you when you're performing and you see the audience get into the music and, you know, they know the songs. Tell me a little bit about what that's like for you.
It's crazy because, I mean, I just get a sense of what Elvis saw, you know, or felt. And, you know, I've been doing this for 32 years with a band.
Wow.
Since 1985. I've been to Memphis countless times. I won this belt right here at the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest in
Congratulations.
Memphis. So that's one of my, and I've won it twice. So.
Wow.
But in the last 32 years, just I've met people from around the world. I've been to Japan, you know, United Kingdom traveling, and it's just been a ride I wouldn't trade for nothing. You know, since that day that I met Elvis in 1976, it's not
When you're
changed.
5 years old, right?
Yeah.
That's great. And that is actually, we were talking earlier about how you are in production of a movie right now, and that is one of the scenes that you're going to be talking about, right?
Yeah, the movie's called Return of the King. We shot a majority of it last summer and shot it at the hotel in Bristol where Elvis had stayed at the Holiday Inn in March of '76, and we're getting ready to start production again, and we wanted to make it aware to the public that we're going to be shooting because we're going to need the public's help in bringing back the stories and the events that Elvis had created right here in the Tri-Cities.
Wow, it sounds just like a lot of fun, a great ride. Danny, tell me a little bit about what it's like for you to just be part of the band and, as Matt said, to see a glimpse of what Elvis experienced.
Truthfully, a little bit of a dream. I was 8 years old, got an Elvis record and a guitar, so I've been playing ever since. Known Matt several years. Like I said, it's a high energy, it's fun for the whole family, it really is. And you can tell the excitement from the crowd. You can being a band member, you know, I can feel the energy, and it's overwhelming sometimes actually because it's fun. You see the people, you see their reactions, you see their love for, well, early rock and also the King. And Matt does a great job. Like I said, it is a top-notch professional performance.
And a family-friendly performance, too, as well. Well, we wish you the best of luck in the next couple of months. You have a packed schedule, but don't forget about the Evening with Elvis at the DoubleTree Hotel. That's July 1st, and that's in Johnson City. And to make reservations, all they have to do is call you. And how can they get a hold of you?
It's
Put that on Daytime's website so you can find that easy as well. Thank you so much for all of you joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.